Yeah, yeah. All right.
Did you
Well, it's
notice
April.
I've shifted, by the way, from
Yeah.
the old geezer script. I've shifted the long list, and getting ever longer list of episodes. I've shifted it onto its own document now.
Okay. Cool
Just
beans.
bit of housework I did.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
Well, okay. So it's April the 1st, right? And so we're just doing a little kind of April Fool's bonus episode. And unfortunately, I had a plan, and someone let me down.
Oh, bloody hell! Was it Eddie again?
No. So, so you know, MASH 4077 or whatever
the series.
Yeah.
I love that series. Yeah.
Right. Well, I reached out to Loretta Swit, I think her name is, who plays Hot Lips.
Hot Lips?
Yes. Right. So she was supposed to do...
I had a thing for Hot Lips.
Right. Well, she was supposed to do a little thing for me, and then she cancelled right at the last minute.
Are you playing with me?
No, it is the God's honest truth. So I'm saying, well, I did have something planned, so I've had to go to plan B. Right.
So is she your neighbour? Are you breaking this news to me that I would have visited way earlier, mate, if you've Hot Lips was your next door neighbour?
No, she doesn't live anywhere near me. I had to go through a third party. But anyway, so we're gonna have to let Hot Lips. Yeah, we're gonna have to park her Hot Lips. And move on. And with that devastating news, welcome to the April Fool's edition of ADHDville.
That is surprisingly devastating.
I know.
Wow. What was it? That was a groundbreaker. Well, as Americans always do with that. They always, groundbreakers on that genre.
Yeah.
Comedy writing. Just amazing.
All right. So plan B.
Yes.
Right. Plan B is, well, we didn't want to set up a proper, like, trying to trick you, because life is difficult enough as it is without you trying to be fooled by us. So I went into the archives a little bit online and kind of found some fun, famous April Fool's pranks. Right. So I thought what I would do is these are fairly short. So I thought I would read some of them out, and then I would leave a little bit of information out, and we can do a little quiz based on each one. A little fun.
We've got a quiz,
right?
We love a quiz on our podcast. I don't know. We squeeze one in occasionally. Or squeeze one out.
Right. Well, we've had to squeeze one out on this episode because I've had to. All right. So, and you can play along at home. Why not? So the first one, this is a very English one, so you'll probably remember. Well, not remember it, but if you're of a certain age and you're British, you may have heard of this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So on April the 1st, 1957.
Right.
I wasn't born then.
It's a full 20 years before I popped out. Before I squeezed out.
Right. This is in the world of black and white TV. Right. And I will interject that I remember going from black and white TV to color TV. I remember I was watching Star Trek with my dad in the evening,
Right.
and then there was a knock on the door, and we were halfway through, and some guy came in with a TV from like Rediffusion or Rentaffusion or whatever it is, and they set up the TV, and then I watched the second half of Star Trek in color.
No.
It was a miracle. Yeah,
Amazing.
I remember
Amazing.
it very distinctly.
I don't remember the transition. I do remember our black and white TV was really small and it had a deep red burgundy color of the casing of it. That's all I remember. And 4 buttons.
Right. I mean, I do remember watching snooker on a black and white TV, which obviously, if for American friends, it's like a billiards, but with all coloured balls, and you just it was like shades of grey, 50 Shades of Grey,
right? As a sport,
right?
Lovely.
And the last one that comes to mind was my uncle, who had a bit of money. He had some cash. He bought a colour TV before we did. So when I went round there, he would really make sure that we knew he had a colour TV, because he turned the colour knob, because there was this knob that said colour. You could turn it from black and white to full colour, and he would have it full up, and it would be saturated beyond. And I can remember I went round and he was watching soccer, football, and it was up so bright that it was like a neon green blast into your eyeballs.
Probably because at that stage it's like, because you can.
Exactly.
It's like, I paid for the colour. I'm gonna have it oozing out of this box. Yeah.
I know. It was at a time when the guy next door to us, he played for Crystal Palace at one point, apparently.
Right.
And
what's his
there
name?
was a
Do you remember his name?
I don't.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but there was a ring at my front door. This was like years ago, and I opened it, and it was him, and he never just comes round on his own. So I was like, "What's up?" And he said he was pointing at his new digital watch when they just come out. You know, the ones that had like a black screen and just had that LCD red. Yeah, when you pushed a button on the side, the time came up in red, and he was like, "Look at this." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And then he went back again. He just literally came round just to show me his new watch.
How nice. Nice.
Okay, let's get back to.
I remember our first remote control, 2 buttons.
Oh, really? On and off?
No, it wasn't that advanced. I think it was just the volume.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, just a channel. I think.
Oh,
yeah, just a channel. Up and down with the channels from 1 to 4 and back again.
1 to 4. Wow. I'm because as anyone of a certain age will appreciate, I was the remote control. So your dad would go,
right?
Oh, can you switch it up to? Let's see what's on channel 1. All right.
Yeah.
And then you go up to TV, press the big clunky button. Ka-chung.
You're basically the first cordless technology.
I was mobile. I was
way before Bluetooth.
Yeah, I was like AI. You just that was that thing. Yeah, so an adult could sit on the couch and issue instructions out into the air, and then some little kid would just scurry off and make that thing happen.
it caused havoc in my house because my sister and I would always fight on Saturday mornings about. She always wanted to watch the old Elvis films in the morning, and I wanted to watch what was it called? Banana. What was it called? With the banana splits and yeah, but it was called
and the cartoons.
yeah. What was it called though? It wasn't called banana splits, or was it?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we used to argue about it. So la 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 la, that was classy. Yeah, one
weird.
banana, two banana, three banana, four.
Yeah, it was insane.
That's
I don't know if you've
great.
ever looked back at it, but it's just bonkers. It's proper bonkers.
I saw literally last week. I saw like a 2-second snippet, and I thought, oh, I must kind of like try and have a look at something like that when I'm back home, and I was out somewhere.
Yeah,
we used to have
morning
arguments.
cartoons.
Generally, you know, it even itself out. You know, she'd win sometimes, and after, oh God, Elvis again, kissing cousins. I want to watch banana splits.
Yeah, Jesus, I'm with you, Paul. I don't need Elvis first thing on a Saturday morning.
No,
you know, school's finished, and you're like, great, I've got the weekend. I don't want Elvis coming in.
Yeah. And then I start looking at my watch. When it got to 12 o'clock, I start looking at my watch. Oh, the sport starts in 5 minutes. What's going to happen? It's going to kick. Yeah. Grandstand. Yeah. And those fights would ensue. But then my dad would get back from golf at about 1 o'clock with sandwiches. And that was easy after that. It was a given. There's no debate. Straight onto the sports. And you watch the wrestling.
Oh yeah, what like giant haystacks versus
and Big Daddy.
Yeah, the ultimate showdown.
Yeah, I went to see them live once.
Oh, you lucky bastard!
At the Epsom swimming pool.
Okay.
They covered the pool, obviously.
Oh, I was going to say
that would be great.
Aqua wrestling would have been. I would have been up for that.
And we watched them fight, and then the word got round that Giant Haystacks was in the car park, and he was about to like come through like exit the car park, and everyone knew to exit the car park, you actually basically go past the front of the main entrance of the swimming pool. So it was this huge rush to like go and see the spectacle of Giant Haystacks in his Mercedes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So were you in that rush? Did you rush outside?
I was in that throng.
You were in the throng of it. And did you catch
in
the
thick
sight
of it? I
of
did.
Your idol? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And how was he in the flesh?
Was huge.
Was he a big guy?
He's huge, enormous. Yeah, hence the name.
Okay.
But can you imagine, just think about it now. Oh, going to start up my wrestling career. What shall I call myself? Giant something, because I'm big, right? I'm big. Giant, giant. Haystacks.
Right,
because... What he must have been smoking the haystack when he'd come up with that.
Right, because Andre had already been taken.
Yeah.
So he was like,
Andre. Yeah, because if you're Americans, they don't know what the hell we're talking about. Giant Haystacks was our version of Andre.
Yeah, except he had a big
but
beard.
Like a cheap version, a crap version of Andre. Andre is way more interesting.
Oh, okay.
But before we move on, I think we should a little tribute to Hutch, who died this week.
Oh, yes.
80 he was.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Wow.
The star of Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah. They were such idols. I used to love Huggy Bear. He was my favourite.
Yeah, he was cool. He was as cool as.
Yeah. Cool as. Drug dealer, thinking, wasn't he? Like informant drug dealer or something.
Yeah, he was like shady character.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, because whether that was the first time the car was kind of like a hero
An
of the
icon.
show.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
like
there
an
was
icon.
Kojak, though. There was also Kojak. He had the like, brown coupe.
Yeah. But it was just a
like
brown coupe. I
right.
know that there's things
Yeah.
like James Bond, with his Aston Martins and whatever. But
Yeah.
but they did something special to it. It was like that iconic. It was like a red with this kind of
and it makes no sense.
with this white
Yeah.
shape.
I think I was 7 or 8 years old at the time. I just think, what, really? The police all have that like Nike swoosh down the side of their cars. What the hell? And what do you do if you want to go incognito? It's a bit, it's not a subtle car, is it?
No, it's like, oh, here comes Starsky and Hutch. Jesus. I can see
Exactly.
him a mile away. So, they can't exactly do any surprise busts or anything because you're standing out like a neon sign.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's always wearing the same knitted cardigan as well. It stands out a mile.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my girlfriend had an argument about this 2 weeks ago. She was insisting that it was just because it was, okay, it's knitted, but in her mind it's a jacket. And I said, no, it's a cardigan. And in the end, we had a straw poll amongst our friends of a certain age. And I won hands down.
Oh, you won. Hands
down. It was like 7 votes to 1. It got voted as a cardigan.
And you were dancing in front of her face and just
jacket.
Oh, blimey.
Anywho,
let's get back because I think I only got like a
Should
couple
we get back
of words
on the theme?
Yeah.
Right.
I think we will probably just do one. I suspect. My dog wants to come in. So
mine's already here.
Let him in. Hang on.
My dog's already here.
Entertain the crowds.
Okay. She shines like a bird in the sky. She shines like a bird.
There we go.
I'm just singing the theme tune to the Nimble Bread advert.
Okay.
She shines like a bird in the sky. Oh, no, she flies. She flies like a bird in the sky. She shines. What the hell?
Like a bird.
Shines like a bird. Classic.
I've often been outside and looked up and gone, hey, look at that shiny bird. And my wife's going, it's a bloody plane, you idiot. Oh, okay. All right, got it.
Right.
Well, it's good that you've come back from the UK on a shiny bird.
Yes.
Back to Italy this week.
Yeah. And none of the doors blew off either, which is a bonus apparently these days.
It's a Bertie bonus. Well done.
It's a bonus. None of them. Sounds like a Michael Caine thing. You're not supposed to blow off the bloody doors.
Yeah. Old joke.
You're only supposed to blow off the bloody doors.
That's it.
Boeing didn't just weren't on the same song sheet on that one. Apparently.
Let's get into the April Fool, right? Which is on April the 1st, 1957, the BBC TV show Panorama ran a segment about a spaghetti harvest enjoying a bumper year thanks to mild weather and the elimination of the spaghetti weevil. And I can remember I've seen the footage. There's a tree and they hung spaghetti.
Yeah.
On the tree. That was a famous famous April Fool that was fun. Now then, the question part is what country was this in? Was it an English spaghetti harvest? Was it an Italian spaghetti harvest? Or was it a Swiss spaghetti harvest?
Oh, come on. You're just throwing that into
Where did they say this
It's got to be Italy, surely.
the spaghetti harvest come
I'll
from?
go for Italy.
It was the Swiss. It was the Swiss
No.
spaghetti harvest.
Of course it was. Right. Okay.
It's just even more ridiculous.
It's like having an Edam harvest in I don't know, in Vietnam.
Right.
Okay. Great.
Now
Nice.
here's a second one, which is another British one, Big Ben. So Big Ben, you and I will know as that big clock that kind of sits
Well, no, it's
by
the bell, isn't it?
Yes,
Big
it
Ben
is
is the bell.
the bell.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and sits in a tower next to the Houses of Parliament. Very famous. Big Ben goes digital. So in 1980,
Oh,
the
wow.
80s. So we were alive then.
Back.
The BBC's overseas service said the iconic clock tower was getting an update,
Right.
and it was going to go digital.
Nice.
And apparently the joke did not go over well.
Right. Well, you can imagine, can't you? Oh, man. That's when the UK still had a freaking sense of humour. Well, they still do, but not, not on the BBC. They don't. They're so scared, aren't they?
Right.
It's like the running joke is that the Radio 4 can never, ever, ever change their schedule because the older generation of Brits, they the BBC are just inundated with complaints when there's ever a sniff that they're thinking of changing the schedule.
Right.
If you think about it, it's never changed. I can't remember it being any different.
Right. So
Yeah.
the question is, did they try and pull the same prank again in 2018 or not?
Oh, okay.
So did they try and do the same
you're
prank?
Sneaky, aren't you? Sneaky, Mr. West. It's like you're very specific with the year, 2018.
Yep.
Digital clock. I'm going to say yes because it was covered in scaffolding.
Ooh, it was.
Really?
But no, it was covered in scaffolding, but they did not pull the prank again.
Okay.
Because the joke did not go well. The BBC had to apologize. It was a whole thing.
Oh man,
I know. I know. I think we just got time because we want to keep this one short. And I just want to find a third one. Let's have a look. Okay, here we go. This is fun. This is quite apt. This is a good one to end on because it's about color TV.
Oh, nice.
And
it's like you're a professional segwayer.
I know. This is amazing. So, in 1962,
we're getting way too professional at this, Martin. We started out. We were we're getting too slick. We're getting slick, almost slick.
I don't think anyone listening to this is going to go. We're getting too slick. I mean, we've just had 2 April Fool's stories, and it's like we're 24 minutes in. It's a fucking nightmare. It's what it is. We aren't slick. We are slack. That's
slack.
Yeah. Slack, not slick. Right. In 1962, the National TV Network put on a technical expert who told the public that its black and white broadcasts could be made colour by viewing them through nylon stockings.
Wow.
Many people fell for the hoax.
Right.
So they're all rushing out to get...
Okay.
Go on, get your
You're right.
nylon stockings out, Mildred. All right.
It sounds like something Trump would do. Do you remember when there was eclipse of the sun?
Oh, yeah.
And he went out. So Trump would do that. It's like he would get his bleach out as well. Of course,
Right.
Okay, so the question being, is it true?
So, no. The question is, what country did this hoax take part in?
Nylon, 62.
Right. 1962,
Right.
black and white.
So
Expert comes on.
How long's nylon been around? Since the 40s, isn't it?
40s. Yeah. That's been, well, yeah.
Because it was there. It was rationed. It's like women tried to get nylon stockings, didn't they, during the Second World War, and they couldn't get them. So they used to draw a line up the back of their leg.
Silk stockings, but certainly
nylon
not.
62.
1962. So is it? Is it?
I've got
France?
choice. Okay.
Yep.
That was my first choice. France. Right.
Britain.
Right.
Or Sweden.
I'll go for Sweden.
And you'd be correct.
Oh,
you got one right. And you end on a high.
Can you hear the crowd roaring?
No.
Have you got those are your special effects?
No. I should do though.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
I know.
So what did I win?
You won a little special dance from me that I will perform now.
Shape-shifting.
Yeah. There we go.
Boomers and shape-shifting. What could you want out of a podcast?
Make it rain.
What's
There, Mr. Mayor. That's that.
Marcel Marceau.